If you are under the age of 18, the content of this video is not intended for you, so please stop watching now. Hey YouTube, it's Audrey, and I am back with the second of the New Year collabs with Poetspice here on YouTube. The first one was last Friday, which was the second Friday of the month, and that was the Anna Elizabeth Diamond Spells collab. And then this one will be on the third Friday of every month for the year of 2023. And there are quite a few ladies that are participating in this collaboration, so I will have all their links below. Please make sure you check them all out, you like them, and leave a comment on all of them. And who knows, you never know when somebody will pop in a giveaway during the collaboration. So this one is called Crack the Vault, and there have been similar ones the last few years where we are using products that we have had for at least 6 months and that we haven't used for that at least 6 months, or that we've never used at all. But the fact is they are we've had them in our stash for at least 6 months. Some we've used previously, others we have never used. So I have found some things. I was just looking for something else and kind of saw the edge. I saw like this corner peeking out on my shelf. And I was like, wait a minute, what's this paper? This is a candy confetti paper, and I bought this a few years ago off clearance on Hobby Lobby. I think it was Lady Cree who had bought this and featured some projects with it, and I had to go find it. So, and I have never used it. It's been over there on the shelf. I am going to challenge myself this year to do a few more things. I am going to try to use more pattern paper because I tend to use just plain cardstock. So I have tons and tons and tons of pattern paper, so I'm going to challenge myself to do that. I'm going to challenge myself also to use more colored inks. I have a ton of inks in different brands, shapes, sizes, and I tend to always reach for that VersaFine black ink. So I'm challenging myself for those two things, to use more pattern paper this year and to use different color inks. So I used this pink sheet here, and they're double-sided. So I used the pink gingham. Then I used this for a couple of the projects. This is a hot buy from several years ago. It says 2018. I have used a couple sheets out of here before, but I'm using two different ones this time, the purple and this yellow. Then I'm using one of these Memento teardrops in grape jelly. Again, I'm trying to use different inks. Then I went into the vault, and I haven't used those inks like, I don't even know how long, and I have a lot of them. I found this in my bling drawer. These are some older recollections, vellum flowers from a couple years ago. Here's a blast from the past, a pack of flowers from the Michaels $1.50 bin from 2015. Then for the dyes I used, I went UK companies today. I've had this for over a year, maybe 2 years now. This is a confetti circle, and actually this is a stamp set, and I use this happy birthday circle here. Then this goes along with this circle trellis die, and this die has the trellis, an outline, and then several layering circles. But this is from Chloe's Creatives. I use this stamp from Apple Blossom and the Let's Celebrate sentiment here, and Apple Blossom is also a UK company. And then one of my favorite UK companies, if not my favorite, actually it is my favorite UK company, Simply Made Crafts. I made this fries carton die, and with this die you can make the fry box with a top or without a top, have it open. And I like this because it's one piece, quick and easy, and it comes with a lot of accessories. And I am going to say, I'll show you in just a minute something else that I'm going to try and commit myself to. So there's that one. And then also I am using this pizza for tea set. It is a pizza box from Simply Made Crafts, and it has layering pieces. But I will say, as I was noticing, you also really need layering pieces for here and here. So these are a little different size. So what I did was I cut out this one 3 times, and then actually I cut it out 4 because you need a layering piece for this one too, and I'll show you why. So then I just cut them the size. I just cut off each ends to make them fit. But if you notice, both of these sets also have some accessory pieces. And what I'm going to start doing is, you know, when you cut out a piece, like I cut out a square piece to cut out these end pieces. Well, when I layered them up, there was space here. So instead of just tossing that in the garbage or cutting it off and tossing it in my scrap pile, which is growing and growing, I cut out as many of the accessory pieces from those kind of papers that I had. So I have a circle that I cut out from one of these. I guess it's this one with the dots around it. Then I cut out this one right here. And then from the pink paper, I was able to cut out this one. And then I cut out this little tag over here. And then I cut out that little inside flower. So what I'm going to do, I have gotten a Scrap Master pack that you keep scraps in, but I think I'm going to buy another one from Totally Tiffany and use these, or either she has like some scrap rack folders that are for little embellishments, and then I put all these little tags and things in there so I can see them. So if you have a project where you need a little accents, you need tags, or you know, a layering banner or something like that, you have them already cut out and you could just use those. So that's what I'm going to try and do more of, to avoid some scraps and to have some things ready-made to pull and use. Okay, so that's what I used. And then my first project is coming up. I made this cute card, and I used all colors or shades of purple for it, and the lattice that you see and the circle is actually light 110 pound, light lavender 110 pound paper. And then there is a light purple or dark lavender embossed check sheet that I use for the background. Here's the Chloe circle. I cut out a purple foil circle to put under the lattice, and then I layered a purple foil circle on top of the lattice, and then there is that light lavender piece, and then I stamped it with that dewdrop with that circle stamp saying happy birthday all around it. I put little bling, little purple bling in different places. There's one here, 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 and then 3 on this side. And then I clustered some of the parchment paper flowers on each side, and then there is one of the paper flowers and a parchment paper flower center. And then when you open it up, here is where I use that exploding champagne bottle stamp and Let's Celebrate. And I'm really going to try hard this year. I have so many inks, so I'm going to try very hard to use colored inks instead of always just using black, which is usually what I do. So I also added the embossed check paper as a background here, and the circle was cut out with the Chloe die. And even on the back, I stamped my information in the purple. I really like the way this came out, and I got to use things that I have never used. And then my second project, I just wanted to work on doing some of my boxes. So some of this Vought collection will be focusing on using a lot of my box dies because I love a good box, bag, purse. But sometimes if you never use them, you can kind of look at them, but until you actually see them put together, you don't know what size they are. So here is that fry box, and I used the double-sided paper, so when you open it up, it's already finished off on the inside. I made the version with the closed top, but there's a die in there that you could cut off that and cut this off so that you have the open fry box. But I just like the fact that you could close it. And then I didn't decorate the boxes that I made today because I don't know what I'm going to use them for. I know that maybe storing them might be a problem, but if you have like an old curio cabinet or an old china cabinet that is just sitting in your basement or something like that, or I have one sitting at the top of the landing of my stairway, I keep boxes in there, and then when I need a box, I could just go in there. It's all put together pristine, and I just need to decorate it. So there's that one. And then this is the pizza box. And for the pizza box, I used yellow cardstock out of my stash, and then I use that embossed paper as a tone-on-tone thing. And as you can see, here's where I was saying, because these pieces are actually the pieces on the outside, you actually need the, you don't have to, but you, if you want decorated pieces on the sides, then you need to cut those out extra because she only gives you the ones for the top. And as you can see, these pieces are shaped, whereas these pieces are rectangle. So it was just easy to cut this piece out several times and cut it down to fit those. Now you could, and the thing about this, again, it's one piece, very quick and easy. I like this one because it folds up on the corners and has that angled box look. But, I mean, you could just slide this in here and have your flaps out if you wanted to do that. But I don't think that really looks nice if you're giving a gift. You could add a piece of Velcro or double-sided tape to hold it down, or glue dot if you want to do it that way too. So that's another option. But if you want to have all of your flaps to the inside, just a heads up, you will need to make layers for those outside three sides. So these are the two boxes that I made. Thank you so much again. Remember to look for all the people in the link below because there are quite a few of us in this collaboration this year. Thank you so much for watching, and you all have a great and a very blessed day. Bye-bye.